So you've heard all these great things about the Atlantis Gay Cruises, but preparing for one can get really overwhelming. Well, I'm gonna tell you everything that's important so that you know what to expect on your first gay cruise. Hi, I'm Doug, and this is FatBoyDoug, a channel with an appetite for life. This channel is all about giving tips and advice on how you too can live a happy and fabulously gay lifestyle. So if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing below. Alright, you've booked your first gay cruise on Atlantis. I promise you it's going to be the best week of your entire life. But you probably have those butterflies in your stomach because you don't really know what to expect yet. You've heard so many great things, but there are so many things that you don't know about. Well, that's what I'm going to be here for. I've been on 4 cruises myself, 2 of them being the biggest cruises that they've ever had with over 5,000 people on board. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to do before the cruise, during the cruise, and as you're leaving the cruise. Ready? Here we go. All right, number 1, prior to boarding, you're going to want to make sure that you have everything packed and ready for the cruise. If you haven't seen my last video, you may want to check it out by clicking the card up here. It's going to give you 6 great items to make sure that you pack for the cruise, but it also has a packing checklist for you to download so you know exactly what you need to bring for the cruise. Other things you may want to do is review your travel documents, make sure you do have your passport with you, and then also download all of the luggage tags and boarding passes from the cruise line itself. And if you're all checked in online, make sure you do show up at the terminal at your designated time. And of course, you don't want to be too late. Most cruises set sail about 4 p.m. So I like to choose a time around 11 a.m. or 12 p.m., which gives me time to get to the terminal, but also not too late where I'm rushed to get onto the ship. All right, number 2 is boarding the ship. As soon as you arrive at the terminal, you're gonna see so many people coming onto the ship. It's so exciting to see all types of people from around the world come together for this cruise. So right when you're at the terminal or right when you get on the ship, start meeting new people. I remember my first cruise, I was up on the pool deck and I still really had no idea what to expect yet. But out of nowhere, someone came over to me and gave me their cruise card and introduced themselves. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. Random strangers are coming up to me and just making conversation. And now to this day, he's one of my great friends. So start meeting new people right away because you never know if they're gonna become someone really special in your life. The next thing you're going to want to do is book your spa reservations, like your massages. So at the beginning of every cruise, they give away really good spa discounts. So massages, spa treatments, and they do really big giveaways. So make sure to head up to the spa to take advantage of those. And then make sure you check out the sail away party. At the beginning of every cruise, there's a sail away party up at the top deck or the pool deck where you can wave goodbye to all those people that didn't get to go on the cruise. Sorry about it. All right, number 3 is all about the food. And this is really surprising because for a channel called FatBoyDoug, this is the first time I'm actually talking about food. So every cruise line has some really great food options, but if you've ever been on any other cruise for your dinners, you're assigned a specific time to go to the dinner and you're usually seated with the same people the entire cruise. On an Atlantis cruise, they open each dining hall or restaurant one at a time. So during a specific time block, everyone will go to that one restaurant and take a seat there. Seating is not assigned, so they actually encourage you to sit with someone that you don't know. Again, this is a great way to make new friends and get to know the other people on this cruise. And then there are some cruise ships that do have specialty restaurants, so make sure to make bookings for those early on in the cruise so you're not missing out. And then my favorite is of course the buffet because I can go at any time and get some food. I'll be in the middle of the party and I get really hungry and I'll just go get some pizza. It's amazing. All right, number 4 is all about the pool deck. On a regular cruise, a pool deck can get pretty busy, but it's not as crowded as you're gonna see on an Atlantis cruise. On a gay cruise, everyone wants to be out on the pool. So in order to get your own pool chair, you're gonna need to go very early and save a spot. And again, the pool is a great place for you to meet new people. Bring your cruise cards with you. And of course, wear your flashiest Speedo. All right, number 5 is all about the ports. Each cruise has at least 3 ports that you're going to be able to explore. I'm not going to lie, some ports are better than others, so make sure you do your research to see what you want to do at each port. The cruise and Atlantis will have recommended excursions for you, where you can book on the ship itself, but you can always explore on your own and just walk around and see what's out there. Some of the more popular excursions would be going on a tour of the area, or zip lining, or parasailing. Some are obviously more expensive than others, so you may want to plan accordingly. The most important thing is to make sure to check when it's time to go back on the ship. You do not want to be stranded at the port of call. If the ship leaves without you, you're going to have to find your own way to get to the next port so that you can get back onto the ship. So check your daily cruise guide to make sure what time you need to be back on the ship. All right, number 6 is all about entertainment on the ship. There is so much entertainment for you to enjoy on the ship. The cruise line itself will have their own entertainment and shows. So this could be inside their clubs for a cabaret show or piano shows, and then their actual stage shows that they put on for their regular guests on regular cruises. But on Atlantis, they really go all out for the entertainment for the gay audience. They bring on comedians, they bring on drag queens, and on all of the cruises that I've been on, they've brought on an erotic, acrobatic aerial show called Erotic. Oh my God, guys, it's so amazing. Those guys are so good at what they do. Of course, it doesn't hurt that they're super hot, but they're doing all of these amazing tricks up on the stage, and seriously, words just can't describe it. On the last cruise that I was on, they were also featured during one of the parties, as you can see here, and everyone went nuts for them. So good. Highly recommended. Make sure that you do book your reservation for the shows that they're in. But Atlantis is really known for their nighttime themed parties. Almost every night and some during the day, there are themed parties for you to enjoy. There's the dog tag tea dance, which is military themed, the soaked tea dance, which is all about being at the pool. There's the disco dance, a glow party, and everyone goes all out to create costumes for these. And if you're going on the cruise with a group of friends, you can all have group costumes. The parties are headlined by the best international DJs that play circuit or tribal house music. But on the last 2 big cruises, on the Harmony and the Allure, Atlantis was able to bring in 2 big name DJs, Gareth Emery and Galantis. So if you're going on the next big January cruise, you can probably expect another big DJ. There's so much more on entertainment that I can talk about, so I'm gonna leave it for the next video, which is all about themed parties and costumes. All right, my last tip for you is about leaving the cruise. It's truly going to be one of the saddest days of your life. As it gets closer to that last day of the cruise, you're gonna start feeling it, and you're gonna wish that it never ended. But just know that you have all those memories and all those people that you've met throughout the cruise that you can continue a friendship with after the cruise. So that's why cruise cards are really important for you. Make sure that you've collected a lot of cruise cards so that you can connect with those people after the cruise. Again, if you didn't get to watch my packet video from before, I did talk a little bit about cruise cards where I got from moo.com. So I'll leave the link to moo.com again in the description below where you can receive a discount. But before you leave the cruise, they're gonna give you an opportunity to book the next cruise. And they make it a really simple process. If you're gonna wanna book the exact same room that you're in, you just check a box and you're gonna have first dibs on that room. And if you book on the cruise, you get a really big discount. So plan accordingly. If you think you're gonna be free again for the cruise next year, just book it then. And finally, make sure you have your transportation out of the terminal all set and ready for you. So make sure you plan and research what transportation is available for you to either go to the airport or maybe to your next hotel. All right, I hope this video has eased some of your worries about the cruise. So what are you looking forward to the most on your next cruise? Let me know in the comments below. And like I said, this is one video in a series of videos about Atlantis Gay Cruises. So make sure to subscribe here and click the bell notification so you'll know when the next videos comes up. But also check out my other videos right here. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.